I got very frustrated there. I did not
Okay.
want to work.
Okay. Right.
So, like the entire concept of going to Gurgaon and working there for 9 hours and then coming back 2 hours travel, like
Mm-hmm.
it took me to a point where I thought that I'll just sit at home, but I can't do all this again. I used to, work till late nights, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I would work,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very peaceful time to work, to be very honest. Even now, there are rare days, but if I'm sitting at 11 p.m., I really enjoy that 1, 2 hours of work. I'll sometimes put in that work.
Okay.
It's very rare nowadays.
ये आइडिया कैसे आया and what is the journey behind it and what is the objective of OptyMatch AI?
See, I mean, the resume can't stand out, to be very honest. In today's world, it's very difficult for the resume to stand out in the market.
And that too, you started with art retail platform, which was completely a different league for a software engineer.
So, I don't know where or when this startup bug kind of hit us, but after about an year or an year and a half into the software engineering job, me and my friends, we started to
Mhm.
deliberate about, these ideas, business ideas, that you should do something.
Hi everyone, this is your host Ankur R Gupta from She Squad Rising Star. We all know that every success has many failures behind it, and the people who learn from it to rise and keep moving forwards are the ones who are truly successful. Well, our guest today is a person who walks on the similar lines. He chased his dreams to start something of his own, faced multiple failures, rose again, and just when he felt he was finally getting closer, COVID hit and turned everything upside down. But he never stopped. And today, he stands as a founder of OptyMatch AI, a platform that uses artificial intelligence to match the right people with right jobs. Let me, the man Rajat Vashishta, and hear it out from him, his enticing story, and also how using AI in recruitment can make the work of an HR much easier, and also how a person can build up a resume that can stand up in the market. Hi, Rajat. Welcome to She Squad. How are you doing?
Hi, Ankur. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ankur, for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Rajat, you let's talk about your journey first. You started like any normal guy, a software engineer stepping into the corporate world. Then, what
Mhm.
made you take that turn towards starting of your own? And that too, you started with art retail platform, which was completely a different league for a software engineer.
Okay. So, uh, so I don't know where or when this startup bug kind of hit us, but after about an year or an year and a half into the software engineering job, me and my friends, we started to
Mhm.
deliberate about, these ideas, business ideas, that you should do something. So that was also the time when Flipkart had just started and
Okay.
uh, Zomato was Foodie Bay. Foodie Bay had just started.
Mhm.
So we were also just, thinking about making a website. So making a website was the cool thing.
Yeah, that
So we
time,
were just
right? Cool.
thinking about,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we started to think about these things, and we built a quick website called Interview Elements where we started posting, these computer science questions to help people with placements. So then from there, it so happened that somebody in my family was into painting. She was an
Okay.
hobby artist. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I used to admire her paintings a lot. So I thought, that these paintings should sell, and she did not know how to sell them. So that is when I thought that, okay, why not build a platform where you could sell these paintings? So, but then those paintings were not too many. So then I started going to Karol Bagh. I started purchasing those cheap paintings,
Right.
I got them, I started cataloging them, and I put them on the website. So I thought that,
Oh.
okay, I have a collection of people can buy. Then I, somehow got, I don't know how this all happened. It's quite distant now. But then people also started contacting me and, they also wanted to sell their paintings through the platform. So
Okay.
I had the sellers, I
Mm-hmm.
had these painters, but I did not know how to, package stuff from one city and send it to another city, that too a
Okay.
fragile thing
Right.
like a painting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was figuring that out. In between, I managed to clear my MBA entrance exams as well. I got a new job also. So in all that, I was not able to give this time, and then eventually I left my job to pursue this. So this platform was called Living Room Canvas. Yeah, but yeah, the entire story was this, that I wanted to help somebody sell their stuff, but it did not. Yeah,
It
maybe
did
the
not.
idea was too early. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that bug has bitten you. I'm going to start something of my own, right?
Uh,
Because
Yeah,
because in
this was
2000,
2009 actually.
yeah,
This was 2009 when I
2009.
started this. Yeah, quite
And
early.
that's why I think in 2011 you started your another venture, Get Set
So
Resume, which was
2008, yeah, so 2010, I got into XLRI and
okay.
MDI. Both I got, but so I had to then decide that do I want to go for an MBA or should I continue
Mm-hmm.
with my venture? So then I took this leap of faith. I said that okay, I'm going to continue with this venture. Then
Okay.
I got out of the job, started working on this idea, but I was not able to take it off. So, but and then money was obviously a problem. So I started helping people with resumes. So the
Right.
site that we had built, Interview Elements, there first we launched the section
Okay.
for resume writing. Then we
Okay.
launched a completely new website called Get Set Resumes, and we said that okay, anybody who wants to get their resume written, they can pay us and we write it.
Okay. Right.
That is how Get Set Resumes was born. That was the
Okay.
initial, yeah.
Right. So, with that, you also launched Resume, a software for job seekers to assist in
That
making their
happened
resume.
very, yeah, that happened pretty late. So Get
Hmm.
Set Resumes started then 2010, 2011, yeah. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, then my founders left me. So the two
Okay.
people I had started it was they left. So then I was, I had to take a call whether to continue or not. So I gave myself 6 months because I did not want to go back to, working in a job.
So, when did that
So I
happen?
this was all in 2011.
Okay, the
That
same time when you started.
was, yeah, everything happened in
Okay.
that same year. It was a dark year for me.
Okay.
So then these guys left. Then I did not know what to do. So I gave myself 6 months. I said if it doesn't work out, then
Hmm.
I'll do something else. So then, but fortunately, I found a corporate client who wanted to get a lot of work done. So then
Okay.
eventually things started moving and I hired a team and then,
Hmm.
yeah, the money started to come in. So
Hmm.
from here, then in 2015, in between also, I worked on tech. We launched the mobile app called Rocket Resume Builder,
Okay.
and that was also for resume building on your mobile, but it didn't work. I didn't have a proper tech team, so we shelved it. But in
Okay.
2018 we worked again on the tech platform and we launched a product called Resumod. So
Okay.
Resumod was a web-based resume building platform.
Hmm. So, it was
Yeah,
again a
so
solo venture with no co-founders, no partners. You were doing it all alone.
yeah, by this time I knew that nobody is going to be there, so I have to either do it on my own. So I just kept taking risks. So it was all about taking calculated risks. So
Okay.
I would whatever money I was making from Get Set Resumes, I was
Hmm.
putting into these side projects and just
Okay.
seeing if something works, something will take off. So Resumod, we built a very small MVP, and I had two people in my team who I just tasked them with kind of marketing it in colleges and
Okay.
all.
Hmm.
And it did well. We got a very good response in
Hmm.
2019 we launched it,
Right.
and that same year we got a very good response. So then we decided that we are going to build a proper product around it. But then COVID hit.
Yeah,
So
that's the
yeah.
thing. I think that's where you actually told me everything went crashing down.
So that 2020, then everything went
So
down.
how did
So
you
Get
feel
Set
that time? I
Resumes.
mean, you were doing fairly well. You were just about to reach your dreams, और COVID आया, सब कुछ एकदम crash हो गया. So what was the feeling?
No, I mean, I don't know. So 2019 was, I mean, business-wise, a tough year.
Yeah.
The client that we had landed, that had started GetSet, no, that client shut operations in
Okay.
2019 only. So it was
Okay.
already a year which was going down for me.
Okay.
And then COVID hit. So I was already kind of a little worried that,
Uh-huh.
what is going to happen. And then when COVID hit, our GetSet retail operations, sales, everything went down.
Mhm.
So I did not know really, to be honest. I was partly worried. I was partly, kind of confused that what is
Mhm.
happening and what am I going to do. And
Right.
this Rizmont thing also was crashing because in 2020 I did a few pitches. Nobody
Mhm.
was interested in the product.
Mhm.
And eventually I thought that, okay, now I think this is now the end. So now I have to stop everything. So
Okay.
that happened. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then I think by 2021, the starting of 2021, things started to move up, which happened with a lot of other businesses because 2021 then ended up being the most profitable year for me from
Okay.
GetSet Resume's perspective.
Okay. So you
And
restarted Get Set in 221, right?
2021, yeah, I got a new team in
All right.
sales
Uh-huh.
and, we hired new people and we restarted a completely work from home model. And fortunately for us, the sales began. It kind of, it like reached the
Okay.
lowest point and then it started going back up. So that happened in 21. And then we also relaunched Resumod, which did not do well, to be honest. But 21, the Get Set Resumes part was doing very well. So 21 was very good for us profitably. 22 was also very good for us. And then in 22, we found corporate
Mhm.
clients for Resumon. So
Okay.
that is when we really kind of,
Mhm.
yeah, we had a very good growth from 22 onwards,
Yeah,
yes.
Rajat, here I would like to know, like, because, like you said, 2019 to 2021, it was a tough phase. So this is where I
Hmm.
want to emphasize, like, how did you got into restarting the same business? Because you have left the job also, the business also came crashing down, and then you had a family, you had parents. You have this kind of a societal expectation, ki son should have a good career, and here you were struggling, rebuilding from so many years. So I am sure lots of pressure must be there on you from the family point of view also. So just share
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was a bright student actually, the
Okay.
topper kind of a guy. So it was obviously expected that I will have a very stable career.
True.
And And at some point, probably my parents thought that I'll go to the US or I'll become very rich,
Yes.
very soon. So
Yeah. Right.
that mold was there because I used to top in my class. In my college also, I didn't do that bad. So eventually, I mean, and then when I cleared these XLRO and all, no. So that time it became pretty evident that I will probably go
Yes.
for it. But somewhere
Mhm.
I was not made for all this because the last job that I had,
Uh-huh.
it sucked. Like I was I got very frustrated there. I did not
Okay.
want to work.
Okay. Right.
So like the entire concept of going to Gurgaon and working there for 9 hours and then coming back 2 hours travel, like it
Mm-hmm.
took me to a point where I thought that I'll just sit at home, but I can't do all this again and again. So
Okay.
that was
Right.
there. So yeah, obviously the family never liked it. Nobody was
Mm.
supportive that ways, and eventually everybody, yeah, you see, everybody thinks that you will not do, you'll fail, and you also there's self doubt. I
Yes.
knew I never knew that what is going to happen. So for me, it was always a fear that okay, if I don't make it work,
Uh-huh.
then I have to go back to the life I hated.
Right.
So that was a very big motivator for me all the time. So if you don't make it work, you have to
Uh-huh.
go back to what you did not like anyway. So you better make it work. So
Right.
now with that pressure that you have to make it work, now you will do anything and everything to make it work. So that
Absolutely.
was something that kept pushing me that, यार वापस तो नहीं जाना. तो अभी कुछ कर लो. So every
True.
time something went
Uh,
bad,
uh-huh.
I would take a risk. So
Okay.
this was the thing which I realized after a while, like after 2015, 16, I started to realize that this is the pattern I'm following. That
Right.
you are getting scared of going back. So now you can't go back. So now is the time that you take a risk which you have not taken before. So then I would take a risk and it would work. And then
Okay.
I would move forward. So this pattern I continued and this pattern I've been continuing. So
Yes,
yeah.
true. That's what keeps going. You have made the fear your motivator कि भाई मुझे वापस लाइफ में उस लाइफ में
Uh,
नहीं जाना है. I want to do chase my
uh,
dreams. वो better option.
yeah, I mean, exactly. So that is how it worked for me. I mean, it's not that it worked for me all the time. A lot of risks that I took with respect
Yes.
to, products that I created, they didn't do well. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of products I had to shelve also.
Mm-hmm.
We did bad hires. We got into bad clients, bad debts. Bad debts in the sense like people did not pay. All that loss, all that has
Okay.
been a part of the journey.
Right.
But overall, when I look at, from a outside perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel dissatisfied. So
So
I'm
probably
fine
that
because
was your learning lessons which actually kept you going. With every step you were improving.
I don't know. I never thought about, that what
Mm-hmm.
improvements are happening. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
things have changed. I know that a lot of things I've learned along the way.
Right.
I'm not the same person that I was 15 years back. Things
Mhm.
changed. So I was a very bad employee, like for example, when I used to work.
Yeah, I
And
can make
when
out
I
that.
started, yeah, so I was a pain for my supervisors. And when I
Uh-huh.
started hiring, so
Mm-hmm.
I knew what kind of a pain I was. So I made sure that people that I hired were
Uh-huh.
not that kind of a pain to me.
Okay,
So
right.
yeah, so that changed. So as a manager, I had to change,
Right.
a lot of things. I had to
Mm-hmm.
be more attentive and more sensitive also. So I
Right.
did find employees who were like me. I did
Mm-hmm.
find people, who were like me. So that changed me a lot as a person. So as a
Okay.
person, yeah, definitely a lot of evolution has happened in the last few years.
Right.
Mm.
So, like, if I talk about all your ventures have been done solely driven, you never went for a co-founder or a partner after your first experience. So, कभी लगा नहीं कि if you would have had a partner or a co-founder, it would have made you move little faster or your journey would have been bit easier?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. With the co-founder, things would have been different because there are two people or three people thinking about
Mm-hmm.
that problem. Because
Mm-hmm.
abhi, what happens is that you have to do something and then realize that okay, this is not the right way, and then you have to
Yes.
uh, do it the other way. So with co-founders, that is not how it happens. You always get a person to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that always I used to be bothered, but now I'm not. Then
Okay.
I also worked with a few coaches. So I did find this concept where there are mentors. So now I also have a mentor.
Okay.
The
Right.
last couple of years I've been working with a mentor, so I keep discussing things with him. That
Okay.
what are we doing? But
Right.
yeah, otherwise, being a solo founder, fine. See, fine. I mean, yes, at the decision making level, you are alone. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, there are people you find along the way, who do support you. So, like in my team, I have people who have been
Okay.
very supportive, and
Right.
without whom I would not have been able to do anything. So yeah, there are people. You always have people, and you always have to trust people
Okay.
to really do or reach somewhere.
True. But this journey, as you said, has not been easy. And you just mentioned before also, like you were dealing with anxiety and stress. For that, you took up running. So, कुछ बताइए इसके
Yeah,
बारे में, how it went.
I know. I mean, see, stress and all are a part of life, and especially when you are alone and you're
Yes.
dealing with business and
Mm-hmm.
losses and all. So it does get the better of you. But primarily the issue with me was, the health was deteriorating, and so that is why I did take up running. Eventually, I realized that running is something that helped with my stress too much than
Okay.
it helped with my the other stuff. I mean, obviously the physical aspect did improve, but I mean, running is a very good mental sport. I mean, if there is anybody who wants to take one lesson out of this podcast, then yeah, start running. So that's it's a
Okay.
great
Yes.
exercise.
Mhm.
It's a great exercise for the body, and it's an even better exercise for the mind.
True. Very
Yeah.
true.
So yeah,
So,
this I started in 2022. Then
okay.
yeah, so that was the first
And
year.
you're
Then of
finding the
course
difference, right, in your mental health as well as physical health.
yeah, absolutely. Running has been a game changer for me because the first year was difficult because it does
Uh-huh.
put a lot of physical strain on your body, so you're tired all the time. But then by the second year, I did the half marathons, and last year I also, in fact, this year itself, I did my first full marathon also 42K.
Oh, wow.
So it has been a very good experience for me in the last 3 years. Uh, I mean, the entire fitness thing, once you get into it, no, you can't you get out of it. So
Okay.
getting fit is it's a kind of a, again, drug. Like once you get into it, then it's very difficult to leave the gym or leave the track. So yeah, I
Right.
think everybody should do it. Yes.
Yes, I think everybody should first learn from Rajat to how to take challenges, not only professionally, but in personal life also, because running itself is quite challenging. Like you said, the first year was.
I
uh,
actually went to the gym. Yeah. So I went to the gym to start exercising, but I didn't like it. So
uh-huh.
I would leave home to go to the gym and then I would skip gym and go to the park. So that is how it started. So then I started liking the, 100 meter. I started doing just 100, 200 meters and then I started liking it. Then eventually I got a watch which started tracking and then that is how it started. So
So Rajat, what
yeah,
I could make
it's,
out is you're that kind of a personality कि मुझे जो पसंद है मैं उसके लिए कुछ भी करूंगा, लेकिन जो मुझे पसंद नहीं है वो साइड में ही रखो तो बेटर है. आई लाइक दैट पैशन ऑफ योर्स, that keeps you going.
yeah, I mean, so if you have to do something, you do it. That's, I think, the kind of person I am. So unnecessarily, you can't just keep thinking about stuff, and you either do it or don't do it. So
Yes.
that's the thing. Yeah.
And this is much needed in today's scenario, like I really hope my viewers who are watching it, when they're listening to Rajat, you should understand कि अगर routine में life चल रही है and you're not happy with it, it's better to think and come out.
Yeah, yeah. See, there will be times when, things are not going your way, and getting stressed and anxious over stuff is very easy.
True.
And like taking medication,
Yeah,
all
yes.
that we always find the easy way out of
It's a
problems.
temporary way, right? Right.
Yeah, so you have to like do the take the difficult calls. It's very difficult, the difficult conversations, the difficult decisions, if there is a mountain to climb, just climb it. If you keep thinking that, I'll do it tomorrow, or, I'll do it from
हाँ.
Monday, or I'll
Yes.
do it from the first. If you have to
बाकी
go
लोग
to the
सोचते
gym, you go.
नेक्स्ट ईयर से करूंगा,
Hmm.
नेक्स्ट ईयर रेजोल्यूशन मेरा यही रहेगा, वो कभी नहीं आएगा.
Nahin. So I'll give you an example.
हाँ हाँ.
Uh, so I used to, work till late nights, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I would work,
Mhm.
and it's a very peaceful time to work, to be
Mhm.
very honest. Even now, there are rare days, but if I'm sitting at 11 p.m., I really enjoy that 1, 2 hours of work. I'll sometimes put in that work.
Okay.
It's very rare now, though. But there was a time when I used to work till 3 a.m., right? It was very convenient. And then I would sleep and then I would wake up at 10 a.m. and then I would start office and all that. And COVID gave you the opportunity, right? Because
Yes,
everything was
yes.
work from home.
Mhm.
So you could, without taking a shower, you could just go for a meeting. So what happened was when my son started going to the school,
Mhm.
so it was like, the first day of school, so he had to wake up at 6.
Oh.
So the choice was very clear, right? So
Mhm.
either you're going to sleep at 3 or 2 and wake up at 6, send him to school and come back and sleep, or you could sleep at 11, wake up
Yes.
at 6, and instead of, so I that time I was running in the evenings
Right.
because of this morning routine.
Hmm.
So the only
Okay.
time I would get was at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. That is the time I used to go. Now,
Right.
within that one day, that was just one day. So 31st March, I was sitting, and 1st April was the school.
All right.
On 1st April, I woke up at 6, and that I just switched. On first, I switched.
Okay.
So after from 1st April, I did not sleep at 3. So that so I it's something which I tell others also, that see, if you have to do something, you have to do
Yes,
it. Okay. Don't
true.
don't unnecessarily push it. There is
Hmm.
no point of fighting circumstances. So the circumstance that has been created, it is going to be there. So now
Yes,
you don't
true.
fight it. Okay. You accept it, change yourself, work around it.
Hmm.
Otherwise, तो नहीं होगा कुछ भी.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
You, है ना?
That is true. So, Rajat, very inspiring journey you have come. So let's talk about now OptyMatch AI. How was it born? ये idea कैसे आया? And what is the journey behind it? And what is the objective of OptyMatch AI?
So actually, resume we built for job seekers. We wanted people to come in and
Hmm.
build their resume, right? Very
Mm-hmm.
easy for
Mm-hmm.
anybody who's looking for a job. So
Mm-hmm.
there we found a client who had a big requirement that they wanted a lot of resumes to be reformatted. So we
Right.
already had the algo and
Hmm.
everything in place. So we quickly built a POC, we gave it to them and they
Okay.
liked it. So
Right.
eventually they started using it. So
Mm-hmm.
after 2 years of their using it, we thought that okay, maybe we could find other clients for it. So we went to a few HR agencies that no, we have a resume
Mm-hmm.
parsing software if you want to use it and all. So then we got the feedback that this is not what we need because we are not into resume formatting, we are into hiring. So we need a hiring software.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, so we took Resume's platform and we built a hiring software on top of it because the
Mm-hmm.
parsing engine, everything was there. So we just built
Mm-hmm.
another layer on it, which
Mm-hmm.
could do the hiring stuff. So that is how OptyMatch was born. The
Okay.
uh, thing that we started doing in OptyMatch was matching. Matching was like
Okay.
if you have a job and if you have a
Mm-hmm.
set of resumes,
Okay.
we will tell you which resumes are relevant for the job.
Okay.
Okay, so this
Mm-hmm.
we built. Uh, I think last year, yeah, last year around August is when we built this small POC where
Mm-hmm.
you put in a JD, you put in a set of resumes, we'll give you the matching resumes. That way, these
Okay.
resumes are what you should talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave the rest of the resumes out. So that was the
Okay.
idea. But then companies or HR agencies wanted everything else. They wanted the ATS, they wanted
Mm-hmm.
tracking, scheduling, calling, everything in the
Mm-hmm.
same.
Mm-hmm.
So we build the entire thing. So now we
Okay.
have the entire software. Yeah. So it's for recruiters who want to hire fast.
Mm.
So the AI does all the work and
Right.
you don't have to do anything. I mean, your job is just to talk to the person. For that,
Uh-huh.
also, we are building an AI calling engine. But other than that, no, like other software, they require you to enter a lot of information. We don't
Mm-hmm.
ask you to do that. Everything is picked from the resume itself.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
if I talk about AI, I mean, it's the in thing right now in market. So, how,
Mm.
and I'm sure you must be having lots of competitors also. OptiMatch must be having it. So, what is a USP if I ask? What is the USP of OptiMatch?
Yeah, this matching thing actually, the first thing that we built, no, it
Okay.
is a USP because not the other softwares are pretty traditional in nature. The
Right.
matching part is very accurate at our end.
Mhm.
We have worked on the parsing a lot, so our parsing is very accurate. So which makes our matching very accurate. A
All
lot
right.
of other softwares in the market,
Mm-hmm.
their parsing is not accurate. So even though they claim that they're matching, but the matching doesn't come out to be accurate. So that is the difference. Second, we don't rely on AI only. So
Okay.
while we are using AI for the language modeling part, assessing
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of like we've built our own algorithm also to assess every document.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Plus, the entire product that we've built in the last 1 year, it is on feedback. Like even one feature is not suggested by me. The
Right.
entire suite of features that we have built has been suggested by clients that
Right.
we need
Okay.
this. Okay, we
Okay.
need this. We need this. So before the product went live this month, sorry, last month in May. Oh, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
last month in November.
Okay.
November 2025 is when we launched it. And before that, we already had done 100 demos on the product itself without even
Right.
building it. Just
Okay.
showing people, what was there and asking them what it was lacking. And, on that feedback, we actually kept on improving it.
Okay.
So, yeah, so
So
it's
how's the
actually a
response
product
coming?
created
How's
by
the
AI.
response coming, Rajat?
Yeah, the response is very good. So far, it's good. We already have three customers in the first one itself. And
That's
hopefully,
good.
we will sign up others. Yes.
That's nice. So, talking about the market again, I mean, in last one decade, like lots of skills and lots of job categories have constantly been arising. So, if I talk to you about a person who just entered the industry, so what
Job
advice you would
seeker,
like?
you mean?
Yeah, job seeker, So, what advice would you like to give him, when he's building his resume so that it stands out in the
Uh-huh.
market?
See, I mean, the resume can't stand out, to be very honest. In today's world, it's very difficult for the resume to stand out in the market.
Mm-hmm.
The advice for a job seeker would be to, first find out what jobs you are interested in.
Okay.
That is very important. A lot of people just make the resume.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing that, instead of making the resume, if you first focus on what kind of jobs you're interested in, and then creating a resume that fits those jobs,
All right.
that is how your approach should be.
Right.
And if you're just entering the market, you won't have too many things to sell. So you will have to rely on reaching out to the right people. That will
Mm.
require, you to break out of your comfort zone, maybe, send unsolicited emails, maybe connecting with people, talking to people you don't know.
Okay.
That is very difficult for a lot of guys,
Mm-hmm.
but that
Mm-hmm.
is the best way, that is the only way to find a job today. Okay,
Okay.
mass hiring and all is not happening at that level,
Right.
like it used to earlier. So, and especially, with AI writing all the resumes, it gets all the more difficult to,
Mm-hmm.
make a resume that makes you stand out,
Right.
right?
Rajat, another thing which I want to ask is how Get Set Resume can help the people in bridging the gap years. Sometimes it happens, people take gap years, and when they want to restart, they are facing problems. So, how do you help?
See, GetSet Resume essentially is a platform for helping clients with their documents, career documents.
Okay.
If somebody has a gap, we can help you present it better. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, we can also consult you on what you can do to bridge it. But
Right.
as such, like the gap years are something that, are there with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So there are platforms like, Jobs for Her,
Mm-hmm.
which we started partnering with since 2017, where women can actually find jobs after having a large gap in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
We recently also onboarded a company called Queen on
Right.
our OptyMatch platform. Queen is
Okay.
into the hiring of women who are in trying to return after a career break. So a
Right.
lot of these companies are there which help women find jobs, and career breaks are not a big taboo at this point because
Mm.
today's generation takes a break whenever they feel like. And at least these
Yes.
women,
Yes.
who have been on longer breaks, they
Mm-hmm.
at least have a career to show. They have a lot of skill set to show, a lot of resilience. I'm also a coach at her key jobs for her, where I
Mm-hmm.
actually take up sessions for women who are on a career break, and I kind of guide them on, how to make a
Okay.
resume, how to bridge this gap, how to show all of it, and what all can you do, to
Right.
actually tell employers that you are still relevant, that you are still needed. So, career breaks are not a big deal today, to be very
Mm-hmm.
honest. You just need to be smart enough to show it in the resume. Second, you need to know that what you should be upskilling with, because upskilling is very important. If you don't upskill, then it gets very difficult to find a job. What you knew 15 years back or 5 years back
That won't
may
work.
not be
Yeah.
relevant today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
at the end of the day, the gap doesn't matter. What you know today, that matters a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Right. So that's really nice about this thing which you said. Ki in OptyMatch, you've started this new thing about Queen. Little bit more can help our audience. Can you tell us more about it?
No, it's one of our clients. It's a client who's using OptiMatch for their hiring
Right.
and all.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of that client is Queen Network. So it's a
Okay.
job portal where women on a career break can apply.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so you guys can explore that. You can also explore jobs for her.
Right.
Okay. JobSwara also is a platform for women on a career break, so that you can also check that out.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
And they can reach you out also for for being their mentor.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Right, right.
Anytime. Yeah,
Because what happens is after years of gap, sometimes it's a decade gap and all, they're not sure whom to approach at the right thing, or what are the prospects. So this is where it is
yeah.
required. So Rajat, my
I
final
I know.
question to you.
Mhm.
How do you see OptyMatch in 2026? What is the vision of OptyMatch?
See, we have built a product. We are now looking to expand it. We want to get a lot of clients, who are using the product. So OptyMatch, I do feel that no, we should be at least 20 to 50 clients strong in 2026. And yeah, that's basically, that is the vision. We want to make hiring smooth, efficient, faster, and bring the right people to the employers rather than, let employers hire the first available candidate. So that is the
Mhm.
flip that we want to kind of create in the market.
Well, Rajat, thank you so much for giving us your time. It was truly an insightful session. And for all our viewers who are job seekers or they want a mentorship, please contact OptyMatch founder Rajat. We have mentioned his contact details in our description box. So, once again, thank you so much, Rajat, for joining us.